Joined by new Padres manager Jayce Tingler. Jayce, this is your first winter meetings as a manager in the big leagues. What is this experience like and how different is it for you?
Well, first of all, it's nice just being here in San Diego. Not too much travel and basically staying in the bed that I've been at, the last couple of weeks. But it's been good. But I think the reality is we did a lot of our moves and the past week. So we've been kind of sitting in the room, going over different scenarios. But we're probably excited about the guys that we have right now and just kind of discussing plans with the group we have now and going forward.
Well, let's go back to just about a month ago when you were introduced as the Padres manager. What has this last month been like for you? What have your days been filled with?
Yeah, it's been a lot of travel. Been traveling, seeing quite a few of the players, which it's been good. It's meeting them basically in their hometown or where they're working at, kind of going to their turf, and it's been good. Just getting to connect a little bit and meet face to face in person and just start to build relationships a little bit.
I saw Kirby Yates about a week ago. He said you had dinner with him a few weeks ago. Who else have you met with, and has anything surprised you yet about this job or about these players or just anything you've come across?
No, we're still working through flights and things like that, but there's been a big group that we met with, and the common theme is these guys want to win, and so right there we've got common ground. Talking about ideas, plans, and things like that going forward. How do we build even more chemistry? How do we build cohesiveness? How do we work together to ultimately get to where we want, which is the playoffs and ultimately win the World Series?
You've also been busy putting together a coaching staff, and you said at your introductory press conference you wanted guys you could lean on, that you could get input from. This is a group that has a lot of veteran experience among them. Well, how would you describe the staff that you've put together, and how excited are you about it?
Yeah, it's a dynamic group. It was a lot of fun meeting staff that had previously been here, and also meeting people from the outside and getting ideas and perspectives from the outside. So I've got a lot of experience to lean on. We've got different backgrounds to lean on. We've got coaches that, in my opinion, are experts in their areas, and so we're trying to work together on develop plans individually and collectively, and then put those plans in place, and then back off and let them do their work.
Also some off-season additions with Grisham, with Profar, Tommy Pham. How do these guys fit into the identity that you're trying to build?
Yeah, we've been talking about championship level, and I think whether it's Grisham, whether it's Profar, it's certainly Pham. We're talking about guys that at the plate can command the zone, that can get barreled the ball. They're going to chase at times. That is like part of the game. But we're trying to build maybe a little bit deeper lineup. It's not just like on the offensive end. Obviously, we had Pomerantz a chance to and Davies, so we're picking up some good arms along the way.
You've known Profar for a while now, since your days in Texas. What do you look at as far as concerns when you look at his arm and the throws to first, and what makes you confident that you guys would be able to turn that around?
I've known him since he was 14 and a half, 15. He was flying over from Curacao when I was in the Dominican. So, I know him, I know the family, I know the brothers. The one thing that I have faith in is who Profar is as a person. He's ultra competitive. He's going to work. Obviously, the throws a little bit like concerning of what you saw last year, but I think like our training staff, talking to Profar, he's had some restrictions in the shoulder with the range of motion, and so after talking to the trainers and talking to Profar, I think we feel pretty confident that we're going to be able to get a little bit more range of motion, which ultimately he's going to be able to find his release point. The shoulder, both on the front and the back end, are going to get a little bit stronger, and with that, we're hoping the confidence comes, and he's the defender that he's capable of being.
One other guy in that Tommy Pham trade, Jake Cronenworth. Ideal 26 man for you, maybe?
Yeah, it's a unique background, right? I think he pitched 7 innings this past season. Was a productive offensive player at the AAA level. Can play short, can play second, can move all around the field, and so it's just nice building dynamic players that can do different things on the field.
And San Diego, because you're not very familiar with San Diego, has AJ Preller let you go to the beach or find a good restaurant or the zoo? Nothing.
No, it's been basically basically the office and then back to the hotel room. I have been,
walls.
I think I've snuck out to 2 or 3 restaurants along the way, and it's been good. And that's the frustrating thing is beautiful weather, beautiful city, and we've been in the office, but it's good. We're talking Padres baseball, we're talking baseball, we're trying to find ways to get better each and every day.
You excited for spring training?
Most definitely. This is I think this is my 15th, 14th year in pro baseball. I've never been so excited to get on the field and get going.
Jayce, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me today.